I saw that fucking wheel fly this way.
Yeah, good. Just like put the cardboard in.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I shot that one. Oh, dude.
One more pop.
You put a lot of shit in it. A lot of loop. Loop it, no? It's a loop more. Wow. Wow.
Spoon.
I'm already at 60 already.
Spoon.
60, okay. Sorry?
Yeah.
More than 100, no. Stretch it a little bit. Can they stretch it down? This one? I'm just gonna let it just be like that.
Maybe it can't stretch.
You got that.
Look like too wide, you think?
Cabrón.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Turn on the shot. Really shut me back. Ready?
Move your finger. Move your finger.
Loosen the ratchet strap. Wait. It's on sheet. I'm gonna hold it. Like, move. Watch tape.
Damn, I feel like tire about to explode.
Yeah, I know. You should have moved it a little bit. Dude, that's like fucking 80 pounds in this bitch.
We do 190 anyways.
No, that little tire, right?
Here comes. Oh, that's it.
That was like the least of
More time?
That's gonna jump. That shit is crazy. Look at that. Rock the ball.
Hey.
That's how you do it. That's no balls.
With the strap off?
Loosen that?
That's the strap off.
So, I got my wheels in, and I finally got my tires in. I went ahead and installed this anodized green valve stem. It's angled. And I'm going to, because you got to stretch the tires, you have to, there's a process here. And what I usually done, or what I've done on the last tire, was I tried, with other tires, like on my truck and stuff like that, I put the some ether inside there and then lit it, and it, you know, basically seats the bead, and then you fill it up, and it's ready to go. And I tried it with this, and it didn't work. And I've seen other guys do it, but the way I did it was I used this tank that I got on eBay. Some people call it, I think it's the actual brand name, but it's called a cheetah tank, or a cheetah. And basically fill it with air, has a valve, and you release the valve, and it releases a bunch of pressure through here. to basically push air into this area to seat it, and then you can fill it up. You do need some sort of a lubricant right here on the edge, on the lip right here, so it'll slide into the bead right there. If you do it dry, it's a little bit dangerous, more dangerous, I guess. This is dangerous in itself, so please be aware that if you do this, you're doing it at your own risk. Usually what I use is just a little bit of dishwashing liquid and some water. And then what I'll do is I'll put some on the edge of the lip here. And some on the inside of the wheel on both sides. Also notice that when you have the wheel like this, there's a larger gap in between here, which makes it harder for that air to blow up the wheel into that bead. Now when you flip it over this way, notice the gap is much smaller. I usually put that tip that's right there, right inside this area right there, and it doesn't have to fill up such a big gap. And again, put some more. You can use any kind of brush you want, and I've seen other guys use stuff like WD-40 and all that. I don't know if that is appropriate, but it works. But I use soap and water because that stuff usually dissipates and it's easier to clean up. Now, I usually set it. Oh, you have to put a strap around the tire. Some people do it, some people don't. I do it because it closes this gap a little bit more when you put the strap on. You just have to remember when you start filling up the tire with air that to pull off the strap. And also, usually I put the tire up against something and on the blanket or something so you don't scratch it all up. And now, of course, you need air to fill up the tire. Because sometimes if you don't get it in right away, or start filling it up right away, the bead will come out. So have that ready. And then you got your tank. And I don't know how I'm going to position this camera. Alright, let's see if I can do this. There it is. Now I already pre-filled the tank. It's at about 100 psi right now. And what you do is you push this valve in and it'll shoot the air out. Notice that it has a small lip here so you can set it on the wheel. You put that on there. Right, pull off the strap, and then you can fill it up. Now right now we're at about 40 psi inside that wheel, which isn't too bad. I've seen some guys take it way higher than that to get it seated, but that's what that soap is for. And you can see that it's all seated in there, it's stretched. Looks really cool. And that's how you do it.